Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Vibhishana was installed as the king of Lanka. His Rajyabhishekha was done. And then we also saw Mandodari Vilapa after Ravana's death. And then we also saw how Hanuman goes to Sitaamaa, gives her the news of Sri Ramachandra's victory. And then he asks Sitaamaa for the Prati Sandesha. And Sitaamaa says that she wants to see her husband immediately. So now moving on, Vibhishana comes to Sri Ramachandra. At the same time, Swami Hanuman also comes and he informs Sri Ramachandra about Sitaama's decision to come. Hanuman has already told him, right, that Sitaama did not even have a bath in all these days. Then immediately Sri Ramachandra looks at Vibhishana and says, send your Rakshasi Stris so that they'll ensure that she has a very nice bath, and then she should also bedecked with jewelry. She should be dressed up in the most beautiful way possible, and when you're bringing her here, she should be radiating with that light, with all the jewelry, with all the angaragas on her. She should be radiating. Bring her here like that. Now Sitaamaa is the most beautiful woman on the world, and then Sri Ramachandra is asking her to be bedecked in jewelry. That means it is even going further, right? Now, Sitaamaa, when she comes now, she is indeed bedecked in that beautiful jewelry form. That's how she's going to come out now, right? Now, Vibhishana goes to Sitaamaa and says, this is what Swami has ordered. I'm sending all these Rakshasi Stris. So, O Mata, get ready in the most beautiful way possible so that you can go and meet Swami. Now, Sitaamaa says, no, I just don't want anything else. I just want to go and meet him immediately. So, O Vibhishana, can I go right like this? Right now, I want to go and meet him. But Vibhishana says, no, we have to follow Sri Ramachandra's order here. So, please let us accept his request. And I am also requesting you to take all this jewelry and get ready in a very nice way. Sitaamaa accepts it, and when she is being brought in a palanquin, today we call them as transgenders and all, right? In that age, they used to be called as kanchukas, means people who used to wear a blouse on their top. So they were employed as the guards of Antahpuras. They had the job of ensuring no other Parapurusha would actually come in contact or come closer to any of the women there. So as Sitaamaa was being brought, all the Vanaras, they all wanted to see her because it's for her that this entire fight was done, right? So all of them were naturally excited. They were trying to get a glimpse of her, and these Kamchukadharis, they were actually pushing them away. They were actually hitting them away, and they were trying to make way for Sitaamaa. At this particular point of time, Sri Ramachandra gives another great shloka. Kimardham mamanadritya klisyateyam tvaya janah nivartayai naudyogam janoyam swajano mama. Why are you hurting all these people? All these people are my people. One of the great slokas of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. Nagruhani na vastrani naprakarasthiraskriya netusa rajasatkara vruttamaavaranam striyaha. For a woman, it's not the house, it's not the clothes she wears, it's not the number of prakaras she has on her building. It is not the number of veils that we keep so that nobody sees them. It's not even the number of Rajasatkaras she gets. None of these are qualities that make them shine more radiantly. No, their character is their greatest signature. It is their character that brings them the most number of laurels in this world. So, O Vibhishana, ask Sitaamaa to walk till here. Don't bring her in the palanquin so that everyone who wants to see her can see her. And then he is also saying, Vyasaneshu krucheshu na yuddheshu swayamvare nakratau no vivaheva darsanam dushyate striyaha. It's not that women should not be seen by anyone in this world. When they lose some important people in their lives, when their kingdom is being trampled upon, when they are at a swayamvara, when they are at a yajna, when they are at a vivaha, Kshatriya women coming out without having a veil on face, it's not a mistake at all. They can always come. That is what Sri Ramachandra is saying. And he is saying, Saisha vipadgata chaiva kurcheta mahachistida darsane nasi doshosya matsamipe viseshatah. This Sitaamaa, she is in an apada. She is in one of the most troubled times of her life. Even if everyone sees her, there is no dosha in it. And moreover, when she is with me, she can be seen by anyone. I don't have a problem at all. And then he is saying, Visrujya sivikam tasmat tadhyamevopasarpatu samipe mavaidehi pasyantvete vanaukasaha. So ask her to leave the sivika. Sivika means the palanquin. Ask her to leave the sivika and ask her to come here directly. Everyone was shocked, but Sitaamaa, obviously she had to obey this. And so lajjaya tvaliyanti sveshu gatreshu maithili vibhishane nanugata bhartaram sabhyavartada. So with Vibhishana, Sitaamaa is coming, but she was feeling extremely shy because there were so many people who were wanting to take a glimpse of her. This is the time where we have been waiting for a long time, right? We have been waiting from Aranyakanda. Finally, Sitaamaa and Sri Ramachandra are seeing each other. Vismayascha praharshascha snehascha patidevata udaikshatam mukham bhartuhu somyam somyataranana. For all these days, she has not seen him. So now she was looking at him. She was having multitude of feelings. She was surprised. She was extremely happy. It was Ananda Atisaya, Sneha, and the love was also coming up. And while all these emotions were competing within her to dominate her, she looked at Sri Ramachandra by lifting her face. As she saw Sri Ramachandra's face, she saw a moonlight-like beauty in his face, and she finally found some happiness. This is an extremely important part of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana because Sri Ramachandra is constantly criticized for this, for looking at this as from the perspective of Raja Rama. He takes the beating as Sita Rama. So Valmiki Ramayana in its original does not have any myths, but they all came in time, and now it is time for us to really understand as to what goes on between Sri Ramachandra and Sitaamaa. Here we are at the Agni Pariksha Ghatta, and I am praying to Sri Ramachandra and Sitaamaa so that they let me speak the truth in a very truthful way. Tam tu parsve sitam pahvam Ramah samprekshya maithilim hrudayantargatam bhavam vyahartum vachakrame. Now Sri Ramachandra looked at Sitaamaa and he started talking his heart out. Eshasi nirjita bhadre satrum ditvaranajare paurushyad danustheyam mayeta दुपपादितं गतोऽस्म्यन्तमर्षस्व धर्षणा सम्प्रमार्जिता अवमानश्च शत्रुश्च युगपन्निहिते मया. O Mangalaprada, I defeated the enemy in the battle and I won you. I did what a man should do. I did my Purusha Prayatna. That's how he's opening his dialogue with Sitaamaa. And now he's saying, I have left my anger now. I have removed the stain of avamana on us. Avamana means insult. I have removed the stain of insult on us. I removed the insult and the person who insulted at the same time. Today, my Paurusha or my manliness and my commitment towards a goal, all of this is seen by everyone. I stood by my word. And now I am a free person. And he's talking very, very carefully. Please listen to every sloka. Yatum verhita nita chalachittena rakshasa daiva sampayito dosho manushena mayajitaha. When I was not there, Ravana came and took you away. I cleared it with my manava prayatna. Langhanam cha samudrasya lankayaschapi mardanam safalam tasya slaghyam adya karma hanumataha. Hanuman did those great activities of jumping across the ocean and coming and meeting you. All that has found its fruition today. Sugriva worked a lot to defeat Ravana, and all that has borne fruit today. Okay, and even Vibhishana, who left his elder brother and who came to me and who helped me in this war, even his efforts have reached the fruition today. As he was talking like this, Sitaamaa was having tears in her eyes. Now, I still believe these are tears of happiness and joy because she is with her husband, and her husband is saying that the job is complete. And now, Pasyatastam tu Ramasya Samipe Hridayapriyam Janavadhavayadragnyo Babhuva Hridayam Tvida. Very, very important sloka. Sri Ramachandra's heart has now become into two. He is thinking from two different directions. Why? Because on one hand, he is seeing his Priya Sita, who is standing beside him, and the other side, he knows what he has got to do next, which is that he has to become a Raja Rama. People might talk different things about him. That's the thing that was hurting him now. And now he is talking like this to Sitaamaa. Yatkartavyam manushena dharshanam pratimarjita tatkrutam ravanam hatva mayedam manakankshinam. I did whatever a man should do, and I defeated the Shatru, and I did all this, O Sita. He's giving her an Asirvachana. He's saying, O Sita, may you live a very happy life. May good things happen to you. And now comes the most important shlokas here. This is the 17th shloka where he is saying, Prapta charitra sandeha ma pratimukhe sthita deepo netraturasyeva pratikulasi metrudham. Sri Ramachandra is saying, there is no doubt on your character. Prapta charitra sandeha. I do not have any doubt on your character, but your stay for 10 months in Ravana's house might raise questions on your character. But you know what? I am like that patient who has got an eye infection and who is not able to see the light. So he is comparing Sitaamaa with light, right? A light has got no problem, but you have got an infection on your eye. That's the problem. So Sri Ramachandra is putting the blame on himself. He is not putting the blame on Sitaamaa. He is saying the way a person with an eye infection cannot see light, in the very same way, O Sita, I am not able to see you. Okay, he never questioned her character. He's just saying that there is a lokopavada, and he is putting himself in the position and saying, okay, I am not able to see it properly. And then he is saying, Tadgachatvanujanedya yadheshtam janagatmije etadasadiso bhadre karyamasti nametvaya. Wherever you want to go in these 10 directions, you may want to go. And he is also saying, Tadardham nirjidametvam yasa pratyahrutam maya nasti me Tvayabhishwango yadheshtam gamyatamidaha. I fought to rescue you from Ravana's house. I have no interest in you right now. You can go to any place and you can live. And he is saying, Tadadyavyahurdam bhadre mayaitat krutabuddhina lakshmane vadhavarade gurubuddhim yadha sukham. He is saying, you can go to either Lakshmana's place or Bharata's place. You can go anywhere. Here he also tells one sloka. He says, Kahpumam sukurejadaha staryam paragruhoshitam tejasvi punaradadyat suhrullekhyeva chetasa. If any man would have doubts in taking a woman who has been in another man's house for quite some time. Ravananka Pariklishtam Drushtam Dushtena Chakshusha Katham Tvam Punaradadyam Kulam Vyavadisan Mahat. Ravana forcefully took you and he has seen you with a lot of bad eyes, but then taking you back might cause problems. And he's saying you can stay in whatever place you want. And he's saying you can go and stay with Lakshmana, you can go and stay with Sugriva, you can go and stay with Shatrughna, you can go and stay in Vibhishana's place, you can stay anywhere. Now, you might say, why is Sri Ramachandra sending her to another man's place? No, your younger brother is like your son. So, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, when Sri Ramachandra is saying you can stay with any one of them, Sri Ramachandra is referring to all three of them as his children, and he is saying that Sitaamaa can go and stay in their place as their mother. Same works for Sugriva and Vibhishana also. All of them would look at Sitaamaa as a mother, and hence she can go and stay in any of these places. Till now, Sri Ramachandra has never ever mentioned Agni Pravesha. And that's how Sri Ramachandra ends the sarga, and he says, Tatah priyarha sravanada priyam tripriyadupasrutya chirasya maithili umoja bashpam subhrusam pravepita gajendra hastabhyateva vallari. The moment Sitaamaa heard this, see, look at the pain that she is undergoing now. In this case, we should stand with Sitaamaa because she waited all these years. She was surviving Ravana's torture, and after all this, what is she hearing from Sri Ramachandra? She is hearing something that is very, very unpleasant to her, and now she is sad, and out of her sadness, she is looking at Sri Ramachandra. The shyness and shame overcame her, and she almost fell down because of that. Revisantiva Gatrani Swanisa Janakatmaja Vaksaraisai Tasalyena Bhusamasronya Vartayat. As if her own body was reducing in size and pushing her onto the ground. That's how Sitaamaa was falling down. But then she quickly stands up, and then she's talking. Tato Basha Pariklinnam Pramarjanti Swamananam Senair Gadgadaya Vacha Bhartaram Edama Bravit. Then she looks at Sri Ramachandra and she talks like this. Kimamadrusam Vakyam Idrusam Srotradaranam Ruksham Sravese Viraha Prakruta Prakrutamiva. O Veera, why are you talking to me like this? You know, Nathas Mahabaho Yatha Mama Gachasi Prityam Gachame Svena Charitreneva Natesepe. O Mahabahu, do you think I would behave in any other way? I am a Pativrata. I would not think of any other person. I'm taking a vow on myself and telling you this. I'm doing a pratigna and telling you this. Please understand. And he's saying, Prutak Strinam Pracharena Jatitvam Parisankase Parityajainam Sankatu Yediteham Parikshita. You must have seen a few women with bad character, but how are you judging the entire women folk for the acts of a few women? This is not correct. In my case, you should not doubt me at all like that. Yes, you are saying that I was touched by Ravana. True, I was touched by him. Yadaham gatra sansparsam gatam vivasa prabho kamakaro name tatra daivam tatra paradhidi. That time when Ravana touched me, when Ravana forcefully put me in his lap and took me towards Lanka, I was not able to do anything. I was helpless. Please understand, this is a aparadha from the God himself that such a thing came to me, but it was not my papa. I did not do that. I am not a person who can save myself in such a situation. So I was helpless. Sahasamvruddha bhavena samsargena chamanada eteham na vijnata hatat enasmi sasvatam. So she is saying, you are the person who gives man. And man samman virat, you give all that, and you did not understand me all these years. If you were thinking like that about me, if you think that I would have done something wrong, why did you send Hanuman to me? Probably when you have sent Hanuman, you should have gave me the same sandesha. Had you left me at that particular point of time, I would have died at that point of time itself. Oh Rajasreshta, why are you talking like a normal person possessed with anger? Why are you only talking about me being a woman? I am born from the earth. And why are you not respecting my birth? She's telling that I am a Devata. I am from the genre of gods. That's what she's telling. And then she's saying, I took your hand or I touched your hand when I was a small girl, and from then I was always there with you. And you are doubting me today? Why are you pushing me all the way back? And then she looks at Lakshmana and says, oh Lakshmana, I cannot live anymore because this apavada or this lie has come on to me. I don't want to live anymore. So quickly put Chiti here so that I can get into it. Lakshmana quickly makes the Chita for her. Everybody is looking at Sri Ramachandra, but nobody is talking anything. She goes around the Chita. First she comes to Sri Ramachandra. She does a protection of Sri Ramachandra. She bows to him, and then she goes to the Brahmanas who are there. She touches their feet, or she does an Anjali to them. From there she moves towards the Agni, and then she does some pratignya. She says, Yadha me hrudayam nityam napasarpati raghavat tadha lokasya sakshi mam sarvatah padupavakaha. If my heart was always there with Sri Ramachandra, this Agni is going to save me. Yadha mam suddhacharitam dushtam janati raghavah tadha lokasya sakshi mam sarvatah padupavakaha. If whatever Sri Ramachandra is thinking about me is not correct, then this Agni is going to save me. And then she is saying, Karmana manasa vacha yadha naticharamyaham raghavam sarvadharmagyam yadha mam padupavakaha. If I never thought of anybody else other than Sri Ramachandra, which means if I was only thinking about Sri Ramachandra and if I did not give my heart to anybody else in my actions, in my mind, in my words, then this fire is going to save me. If I am a person of great character, this fire is going to save me. Saying this, she just gets into the fire. And all the Vanaras, everyone was looking. Immediately Devas, Danavas, Gandharvas, everyone, they were looking from wherever they are. And then they started shouting, Ayo, what has happened? All Vanaras were also shouting, what has happened? And now, see, all Devatas, they come in front of Sri Ramachandra. What was Sri Ramachandra doing? Again, there's a clear shloka. Tato hi durmana ramaha srutva ivam vadatam giraha dadhyo muhurtam dharmatma bashpa vyakula lochanaha. The Sri Ramachandra was looking at the others, but the moment Sita entered the fire, he was having a lot of tears in his eyes, and he was unable to speak or say anything for a muhurta kala. Sri Ramachandra was doing a namaskara to Sitaamaa who has entered the fire. Immediately, Kubera, Yama, Indra, Varuna, Maheshwara, Brahmadeva, Suryadeva, everyone, they came near Sri Ramachandra and they are saying, why are you leaving Sitaamaa like this? You are the best of all Devatas, and why are you not thinking about yourself here? They are now going to tell Sri Ramachandra that he is Lord Vishnu. Till now they don't say this because Mahavishnu had to come as a Manava in the form of Sri Ramachandra, right? You are the 8th of the Rudras, and the Sathyas, you are the 5th. Ashwini Devatas are your ears, Surya Chandra are your eyes. O Shatru Samharaka, you are there before the world has begun. You will be there after all these worlds get into the water. After all of that becomes Jalamaya. After Pralaya also you are going to be there. Why are you behaving like a Sadharana Manava? They are saying, O Brahmadeva, please listen to me. Bhavan Narayano Devaha Srimam Shakrayuda Prabhu Eka Shrungo Varahastvam Bhuta Bhavya Sapatnajit. So you are Lakshmi Sameta. You are the person who holds Chakra as the Ayudha. You are Narayana. You are the Varaha Murti. You are the person who has defeated a lot of Shatrus even before. So, O Sri Ramachandra, you are Mahavishnu yourself. And then they do a beautiful stuti of Sri Ramachandra. They tell that you are the Vedatma, you are the Satashirsha. Brahmadeva says, I am your heart, Saraswati is your tongue. All Devatas are there in you as your Romas or as your hair on the body. And this whole world is your Sharira, your Sthiratva is the Bhumi, your anger is the Agni, your Prasada is Chandra, you are Vishnu yourself, and you are seen in all the pranis, in the cows, in the Brahmanas, in all the directions, in Akasa, Parvata, Nadi, nadis, everywhere it is you are the Sahasra Purushaha. Like this, they tell that he is Sri Mahavishnu himself. They do such a huge stotra, and then they also say Sita Lakshmi Bhavan Vishnu Deva Krishna Prajapati Vadardham Ravanasyaha Pravishto Manashim Tanum. Sita is Lakshmi Devi, you are Sri Mahavishnu, you have come like this to kill Ravana. Now you come back to Swarga, you have to take over the other world, so you have to come back. There is a wonderful Falasruti also for this. Emartham Stavam Divyam Idihasam Puratanam Yenara Kirtaishyanti Nastesham Parabhava. Any person who listens to this wonderful stava, he will never face defeat in his life, is what Brahmadeva says. After Brahmadeva says so, still Sitaamaa has not come out. Remember, this is the power of Sitaamaa. Now, immediately Agni Deva comes up and he takes out Sitaamaa. Edashutva Vakyam Pitamaha Samiridam Anke Nadaya Vedehim Utpati Bhavasu. Then Agni Deva brings out Sitaamaa. The way she was before she entered and the way she is looking after she came out, both of them are the same. Then he says, Naiv Vachana Manasa, Naiv Buddhyana Chaksha, Suvrutta Vrutta Soundiryam, Natvamat Yacharat Shubha. He's saying she is very pure. She is pure in her actions, in her thoughts, in her mind, in everything. She is pure. So you should now accept Sitaamaa because she is pure in all aspects, is what Agni Deva says. The moment they all say this, now Sri Ramachandra is saying, Avasyam Chapi Lokeshu Sita Pavanamarhati Dirghakaloshita Hiyam Ravanantah Pure Sukha. I know Sitaamaa is pure and I know she does not have any dosha in her Baliso Batakamatma Ramo Dasratha Iti Vakshati Mam Loko Janakim Abhisodhyahi. Very important sloka again. Baliso Batakamatma Ramo Dasrathatmaja Iti Vakshati Mam Loko Janakim Abhisodhyahi. He's saying, if I do not test her here today, tomorrow when I take over the kingdom, when I become the king, all the people are going to say that Sri Ramachandra is a murkha and he was taken over by Kama. And Ananya Hridayam Bhaktam Machitta Parivartinim Ahamapyama Gachami Jaidirim Janakatmajam. I know she'll come out like this and I know that her mind is always on me. I know that Ravana will never be able to do anything to her. Pratyardham tu lokanam trayanam satyasamsreyam Upekshe Chapi Vaidehim Pravisantim Hutasanam. Because I know that she would come out with flying colors, that's the reason why I let her enter the fire in the first place. And then he says, Visuddha Trishulokeshu Maithili Janakatmaja Navihatum Maya Saktya Kirtiratma Vatayadha. This Sita, this Janakasuta, there is no one who is as pure as her in all the three worlds. That is what Sri Ramachandra has in his heart of hearts for Sitaamaa. Unnecessarily we don't understand all this. We know we made so many controversies around this, right? Avasyam cha maya karyam sarvesham vo vachohitam snigdhanam lokanathanam evam cha vadatam hitam. All of you are telling good things to me. I will definitely follow this hitavachana from all of you. Ityeva Viji Mahabala Prasasyamana Swakruteva Karmana Sametya Rama Priya Mahayasa Sukham Sukharho Navabhuva Raghavaha. So Sri Ramachandra was immediately, all the people started applauding for Sri Ramachandra because in the heart of hearts, the way he told, he said, it is only for the Lokopavada that I had to behave like this, and I knew that she will come out in with flying colors. And she said, when I became a king, I was afraid that people might talk about Sitaamaa like this, and then I can't take it. And we all know what happens later, right? Even in YuddhaKanda, this goes out as truth that, somebody again comes out and comments Sitaamaa. But then Sri Ramachandra expected it and he tried to get out of it even before that incident occurs. And so Sitaamaa was also very happy. Sri Ramachandra was also very happy. And in that happy moment, let us end this episode. And with Sri Ramachandra's blessings, we would be seeing Maharaja Dasharatha again in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Sarvam Suri Sai Maharaj Swami Charanarvinda Arpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.